You're listening to Good Morning Gwinnett, a division of Noise Media Network, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney, sharing stories about people and places around beautiful Gwinnett County and beyond. Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Southern living at its best.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett land and all of you around the world. Listen to the sound of my voice. It is a beautiful winter day here in Gwinnett County, 36 degrees going up to a high of 48. So it's going to be pretty chilly all day long. I'm a little congested. Now, here's the crazy part, right? Before you get congested, you just think it's a cold, it's nothing. Now you get congested, you're freaking out. Well, I'm saying me. I'm kind of freaking out because my nose, it's just my nose. And I can't tell if it's a cold because, I don't want to say the other thing. Like, oh, my God, I don't feel sick. I'm just congested. My nose is stopped up. I ain't achy. I ain't got fevers. I have none of that stuff. But my nose is definitely stopped up. And it's crazy because, there was a time, once upon a time, where your nose would be congested and you feel like, okay, I got a cold. I got some congestion. It could be my allergies. Now you don't know what it is. And so I'm kind of freaking out a little bit. Not much, but a little bit because I don't know if it's just a cold. I don't know if it's just congestion. I don't, it's crazy. And I said to my husband, no, stay back because I don't know, haven't really been around anybody, but I wasn't around really anybody the first time. So it's one of them weird kind of things. And it's like, it makes you paranoid because you don't want to go around anybody. You don't want to, it makes you crazy. It makes you paranoid and crazy. So my nose is congested and I'm kind of freaking out a little bit, just a little bit, because you just don't know. Like, it's flu season, but I don't feel achy. I don't feel any of that stuff. I have congestion, so I took some Mucinex and that made me feel better. I did have a headache yesterday, and that freaks me out because when I had COVID, that was my number one sign, headaches. Like, I had really bad headaches for about 3 or 4 days. And so I'm like, oh, God, I got a headache, and then it could be just me being paranoid. But listen, I don't know. I don't want to go around anybody right now. So I'm just kind of like, so my nose is definitely stopped up. But anyway, let's get on with this show. It's National Shop for Travel Day. Okay, I know some of you who like to shop. Any excuse to shop is a good excuse. So if you plan on traveling, it's National Shop for Travel Day. It's also National Arkansas Day. It's National MLK Day. So they're celebrating it today. And I'll talk about something about MLK on the other side. It's National Human Trafficking Awareness Day. It's National Step in a Puddle and Splash Your Friends Day. Okay, that sounds real like infantile, right? Step in a puddle and splash your friends day. That sounds like real kiddish. Sound like fun, but real kiddish. Now, I don't know where you're going to find the puddle at. It's not raining here in Gwinnett County today. It's actually a sunshiny day, like bright sunshiny day, but it's cold. This is 36 degrees. It's cold. 3 degrees will be at freezing. 4 degrees will be at freezing. So anyway, splash your friends. Step in some water and splash your friends. I don't know how you're going to get your friends to the water, but get your friends to the water. Listen, guys, let me tell y'all something. I've been having sleepless nights, and this is why. I'm launching my first NFT. I'm so souped up about that, you have no idea. I'm so souped up about that. So, for those of you who don't know, an NFT is a non-fungible tool. Is that what it is? Non-fungible tool? I think so. I keep forgetting it. Anyway, so it's kind of like when you buy something, it's like a limited edition or something that you can actually own. It doesn't relate. It's like when you buy something, you own it. It's yours. You keep it. It's a non-fungible tool, and I'm excited about that. So yeah, I'm excited about the whole NFT world, the whole metaverse world. And I kind of fell into it by mistake. And I'll tell y'all about the story after I launched the NFT. Like, when I launched the NFT, I'll tell y'all the whole story about how I got into NFTs, why I got into NFTs, and what I'm going to be doing with NFTs in the future. I'm super duper. I'm at the point where I may even have my own currency. That's where I am. Like, I'm sitting up here like a mad scientist right now. But it's a very, I think it's an intriguing story about why am I going down this path, even though I was like, this is what I'm gonna do for the beginning of the year. God puts you on the path He wants you to be on. I ain't arguing with God. Like, listen, and I don't have a new shiny syndrome object. That's not what I have. I see a great opportunity for this space. I see a great opportunity for me. I see one that's super duper crazy exciting. And it still kind of goes along with what I am doing, right, in the podcasting world. Matter of fact, I know you don't want to hear me say this, but I'm going to say it. And I don't know what it's going to be yet. I don't know if it's going to be a article, a newsletter, or a podcast. But I got a new thing coming out. It's called Metacast. I know. Yeah, I know I love this space. I talk all day long in this space, but I haven't decided what it is. But just keep tuning in, because here's what you don't want to do. You don't want to miss my NFT when it goes live. You do not. Because if you get an NFT, and I'm not telling you what to do, I'm not giving out financial advice. I'm just saying, in the NFT world, it's like buying stocks. When you buy an NFT, you either buy it and hold it, or you buy it and flip it. It's like buying real estate, really. Like, back in the day when they were flipping real estate, it's like that. And I find it intriguing because I'm like, okay, so wait a minute. I can go over here and I can buy this particular NFT and hold it and see what's going to happen, and then flip it for a profit. Now, this is not investment advice. Do not listen to me as an investor. I'm just telling you how it works. If you're thinking about getting into NFTs and flipping and all that kind of stuff, you have to go out there and do your research. I'm only telling you what the things that I'm doing. I'm not buying and flipping. I'm an NFT creator, which I like that side better, because it gives me the opportunity to be creative in my space. Y'all know I want to be creative. I got resin in my office where I've been making resin. I got some resin knives, daggers and things like that. This space right here, the computer space, oh yeah, it allows me to geek completely out. Yeah, I'm so geeking out right now, you have no idea. And so you have to figure out where your place is in this new world that we're about to enter into. So whether it be cryptocurrency, NFTs, metaverse, AI, machine learning, that's where we're going. Matter of fact, we're already there, right? And so I kind of fell into the NFT side, and I'll tell you more about the story later, but just know I'm going to launch an NFT, and you want to be sure to stick around and see how that all rolls out. I'm excited. I believe it's going to turn out really, 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 really well. All right? So stick around. All right, let's get on with these horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thyssen for today, January 11th, 2022. Now, before I do the horoscopes, I got to tell y'all this. So my guru, who is my daughter, she tells me what I should be doing in the universe. So she says to me, she called me this morning. We talk every morning around 7:30, around 7:30, 7:45, 7:30, 7:40. So she called me this morning. She said, today is a 111 day. I said, okay, what am I supposed to be doing on the 111 day? She said, you're supposed to do the 369. Okay, I said, what is the 369? She said, you want to write out the things you want to manifest 3 times in the morning, which I did that already. She said, in the afternoon, you want to write the same thing out 6 times. And then tonight, you're going to write it out 9 times. This is a strong day for you to manifest the things that you want, right? So it's still morning. You got until 12 o'clock before this is no longer work for you. So stop right now what you're doing. Keep listening to me, though. Write out the things that you most desire 3 times, right? Then sometime this afternoon, right, you write it out 6 times, the same thing. And then tonight before you go to bed, before midnight, you write it out again 9 times. And I was like, okay, I could do that. She's my guru. She keeps me on point about the things I should be doing. We're all in this manifesting stage right now. And so, of course, I put down there, my NFT is going to sell out, right? That's my number one thing. And I'm so excited about that. So that's the first thing I put on my thing. And the second thing I put on is that Good Morning Gwinnett is going to get 1 million subscribers and 1 million downloads. No, I said 250,000 subscribers to the show and 1 million downloads, which is a lot. That's pretty darn good. Some people are doing the kind of numbers like on a monthly basis. I'm shooting for the year. If I can get 1 million downloads in a year with 250,000 subscribers, I'm ecstatic. Sure am. And I'm going to get it. Oh, I'm going to get that. That's going to happen. And my NFT is going to sell out. Oh, that's going to happen. And I'm exercising every day, so my health is going to be excellent. That's going to happen. Those are the things I know are going to happen. And I'm going to be financially free. That's going to happen. with a bunch of loving relationships and are having a lot of fun, oh, that's going to happen. So it's a 111 day. You're going to do the 369 manifesting thing, which means that you're going to write down what you want to manifest 3 times today before 12 o'clock. Then sometime later on this afternoon, you're going to write the same thing 6 times. And then later on tonight before midnight, you're going to write it 9 times. The same thing you wrote this morning, you're going to write tonight at nine times. Okay? Okay. So that's what you got to do. All right, cool. Now let's get on with these horoscopes brought to you by Noted Astrologer Micah Thyssen. We're going to kick it off like we always do, and that is with Aries. Older relatives may make unreasonable demands on you. Make residential changes that will lift your spirits. Don't count your chickens before they hatch. Yeah, I know. Aries, don't count your chicken before they hatch. Unless you know for a fact they're gonna hatch. And that's all that's that knowing and believing. Yes, you gotta feel it, right? You gotta feel it, you gotta see it, you gotta visualize it, all of that. Taurus, talk to peers who you trust in order to get sound advice. Try to spend some time on your own. Don't let any small misunderstandings get in the way. Yeah, don't let small misunderstandings get in the way. Just don't do that. And try to spend some time on your own. Spend some time. Think things through. Be still. Be quiet and know. Just listen. Listen to what the universe is trying to download into your spirit. But you got to spend some time alone to do that. Be by yourself. Go outside. Sit on the patio. Sit on the deck. Sit in the garage. Just be alone. Sit in the closet if you need to. Just be by yourself for a second. Gemini, try not to be overbearing where family is concerned. Do not get upset over trivial matters. Wait and get all the information before consulting your boss. Wait. Get all the information before you go in there talking to the boss. You don't want to go in there with the half misinformation, half information, part of it. Get it all. Then go talk to the boss. That way you can make your case, Gemini. Cancer, think twice before eating spicy foods. You may have problems with your stomach. Don't let domestic problems interfere with your objectives. Try to keep your cool, and you may be a tad frazzled, all by rushing around. Yeah, keep your cool. Watch out what you eat. I know you like spicy foods, but today is not the day to eat spicy foods. It could do something to your stomach. You could have stomach problems, and everybody with stomach problems know that spicy foods are not it. I can tell y'all, my husband gave me some vitamins. It was like some kind of honey vitamin. And it was like drinking. It was really, really thick. Because honey is thick. But it was mixed with like all these other. He takes a whole lot of vitamins. My husband takes a whole lot of stuff. And I be trying to follow him. And he gave me this liquid stuff. And it tastes. I don't know how. It tastes earthy. But it was so thick. And I was like, okay. But I felt good. I felt great. He's the vitamin man. I call him the medicine man. And it's so funny when I want to know about something like, hey, should I be taking this? Because he knows about the interactions with different medicines. He works in pharmaceutical. He's been there for a very long time. So I trust his judgment when it's time for me to take medicines. I need to know how something reacts with something else. And should I not take it? Should I take it? He's the person I can go to because I know he's going to give me the best information that's healthy. And he takes a lot of stuff. Like a lot of different kind of vitamins, beetroots and vinegar tablets and all kinds of stuff. Now I'm taking some kind of natural honey something. I'm like, oh God. And what's crazy is I drank 2 caps yesterday without reading the bottle. Now this is my fault. I drank 2 of the little cups, right? And then something said, well, read the bottle. And so when I read the bottle, I said to him, oh, I was only supposed to take one tablespoon. I took 2 of the little cups. I took 2 full cups full of the stuff. And it was too late then. I had already taken them. But I felt good. Felt great. Leo, you should sit down with someone you trust and work out a budget that will enable you to save a little extra money. Opportunities to make money may interfere with your personal plans. Try not to hesitate or act on your initial instincts. Yeah, create a budget. I know nobody likes a budget, but create a budget anyway, Leo, because it's going to help you track your money. Because I tell you one thing, you think you don't spend a lot of money, start tracking. I used to be a part of this group called the Queens of Finance. And when I had to write down and start tracking stuff, because I would say something like, I don't spend a lot of money, but I was spending a lot of money. I was spending a lot of money on knick-knack things, like magazines. Like, that was my biggest expense. Like, I spent more money, well, let me say this. Eating out, huge expense for me, and magazines. Those are my weaknesses. You know how people like cigarettes? Mine was magazine. Like, I don't do cigarettes, but I love a good magazine. I paid as much as $14.99 for one magazine. Yes, I have. There's a magazine called, I think it's called We Create. That magazine comes out, I think, quarterly. It's like $14. I love that magazine. I love it, love it, love it. So I paid $14 for it. So you'll be surprised when you start tracking, Leo, where you're spending your money. You'll be absolutely surprised. Virgo, consider making pleasure trips or participating in entertainment that require energy. You may find that you are a little lucky today. You will inspire confidence in others. Yes, you're going to be a little lucky today, Virgo. Lady Luck is shining your way. Don't you want it? I know you do. Listen, take that, embrace it. It's a 111 day. Manifest what you want. Lady Luck is on your side today. She's on all of our side because it's a 111 day. Write down what you want 3 times this morning, 6 times this afternoon, 9 times tonight. Write it down. Be clear about it, what you want. All right? Going to a song. I'll be right back after that song to give you more of the horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thorson. Stay tuned.
I know it's been a while, haven't talked since July. You've been on my mind, don't hang up. I know it's been some time since I called you mine. You've been on my mind, don't hang up. Maybe I'm a little bit jealous, haven't told my friends we ended it. Yeah, I know that it's wrong. Maybe it's a little bit selfish calling you up when I'm wasted, when I know that you moved on. Is she in your arms right now? Tell me, is she gonna stay the night? Tell me, is she in your arms right now? Is she in your arms tonight? Like I used to be. Talk things through, tell me what to do. Don't give up after all that we've been through. I give my all to you, just tell me what to do. Don't give up on me yet. Baby, I'm a little bit jealous, haven't told my friends we ended it. Yeah, I know that it's wrong. Maybe it's a little bit selfish calling you up when I'm wasted, when I know that you moved on. Is she in your arms right now? Tell me, is she gonna stay the night? Tell me, is she in your arms right now? Is she in your arms tonight? Like I used to be. Selfish calling you up when I'm wasted, when I know that you moved on. Is she in your arms right now? Tell me, is she gonna stay the night? Tell me, is she in your arms right now? Is she in your arms tonight? Like I used to, like I used to be.
Welcome back. It's your girl Audrey Bell Kearney giving you daily horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thorson. We're gonna pick it up with Libra. Ease the anguish by offering assistance. You will be full of energy and need to find something constructive to do. Put your efforts into making changes in your domestic scene. It sounds like a little kid, right? You're gonna be full of energy and you need to find something constructive to do. It sounds like a little kid. Like that little kid has so much energy. You gotta find something for him to do. Yeah, to control that energy. That's how you sound today, Libra. Yeah, find something constructive to do. Put that energy somewhere good. My ears itching, y'all. Like right now, I told y'all I got this congestion, right? But my ears itching, and I can't scratch it like I need. I need to just dig in. I know I'm not supposed to do that, but it's itching me right now. I want to dig inside my ear really bad. I know, like y'all probably thinking, what the heck do we care about that? I know I just had to say it because it's itching me so bad. Scorpio, your stubborn nature will backfire if you give your mate an ultimatum. Now's the time for completing hobbies that you've been working on for a long time. Your ideas will be well received. All right, now's the time. Now's the time for completing hobbies you've been working on for a long time. That idea, yeah, it's gonna be well received. It's the time. Listen, it's your time, Scorpio. You've been working hard for a long time. It's your time to shine. It's your time, Sagittarius. You can meet friends who will let you know how valuable you are. You could be attracting individuals who are anything but good for you. Ooh, that's not a good thing. Confusion at an emotional level will cause you to make wrong decisions concerning your personal life. Ooh, what you doing, Sagittarius? You attracting the wrong people. You're making the wrong decisions about your personal life. What is going on? Ain't gonna be some friends that let you know how valuable you are. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. You need to know how valuable you are, right? It's good for people to say, okay, yeah, we know you're good, we know you're great, all this, but you need to know that in yourself, because if nobody says that to you, you need to know, you know what, I'm valuable, I matter, I'm enough, all of those things, because that's what a lot of us suffer from. I know I've been down that road before, not feeling like I was good enough in certain aspects of my life, right? So this is what happened to me, and I'm gonna get on with the horoscopes. But I didn't even know that I was having an issue of not being and not feeling like I was enough. I didn't know till one day I was watching Oprah when Oprah first launched OWN. TD Jakes was on there, and he was talking about not being enough. Right? He was talking to a group of women. He was talking about not being enough, and the more he talked, the more I realized he's talking about me. My thing was I wasn't looking for people to validate me. I was trying to make my business validate me. Let me say that again. I wasn't looking for people to validate me. I was trying to make my business validate me. So what I would do is I would just keep adding to my business and make it bigger and bigger and bigger to the point it became unmanageable. And when it became unmanageable, nothing happened. And that was me not feeling that what I did was good enough, right? Come to Come to find out, I had daddy issues, unresolved daddy issues that I didn't even know I had, and I started to work on that, and I'm a lot better now. Like I still harbor some issues, but for the most part, I would say I'm like 90% better than I was. I don't think I will ever be 100% because I still talk about it. And I find that a lot of times when you talk about things, they still kind of bother you a little bit. And so I still talk about that, but I'm way better than what I used to be because I would just build on something and it looked like the most amazing thing, but it would be so big and it's so overwhelming till I couldn't handle the business. I couldn't manage it. And then when it got to that point, it died. And then I would start a new business and do the exact same thing over again. Started out beautifully small, and then it will grow bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and then it becomes unmanageable, and then I'm overwhelmed, and I would stop and I would do it all over again. So it was a vicious cycle that I was in, and I was in that cycle because I didn't feel good enough. I didn't feel like what I did mattered. I didn't feel like it was, I wanted my father's approval so much. So I would do these things. And what was crazy is when my dad passed away and my brother and I went to Vegas, which is where he was living, he had a suitcase. And in that suitcase had all the magazine articles that had been written about me. It was crazy. Had a wallet that my brother had when he was a kid, I think, or something. All in this one suitcase. I think my brother still has that suitcase. And I was like, wow, he kept my articles and things. Because I've been written up in magazines and newspapers and things like that, as well as been on television and radio shows. And my dad had them in a suitcase, the printed items. So he kept it. So maybe he did care about what I did. He just didn't know how to tell me that he was proud. And once I realized that later, I was okay. That started my healing process. It started my healing process. So you have to heal yourself. You have to value yourself, right? Right, Sad. You don't have to wait for anybody else to tell you that you're valuable. You are valuable, and you need to know that. All of you, not just Sagittarius, all of us. Anybody who's struggling and trying to figure out if they matter, if they're valuable, if what they do means anything, it does. It means something to somebody. Trust me when I tell you that. Capricorn, finish up any correspondence by early afternoon. You will not impress others by being foolishly generous. Your ideas are good and career moves can be realized. Listen, you're not going to impress anybody by just giving up all your money or giving up all your time, Capricorn. That does not buy you friends. That buys you fake friends. So just be yourself. If they can't accept you for who you are, then you don't need them in your life. I just hate to tell you that, but it's the truth. Aquarius, trying to deal with your mate will be unproductive and possibly hurtful. Don't be shy. If you want to spend more time with the special person, make a commitment. Unexpected changes in friendships could occur. Yes, yes. Listen, if you want to spend time with that special person, make a commitment. They don't want to just be hanging out with you and it's not serious. They want a commitment. Yes. All right, cool. All right, last but not least, my fellow fish Pisces. Try to satisfy both of your needs. Okay, fish, I don't know what those are. Unexpected bills may set you back. No, we're not embracing any unexpected bills today. Okay, fish? None. None. Let them know your intentions. What are your intentions today? Write it down, fish. Share with the universe. In the meantime, try to satisfy both of your needs. What? How many? What two needs? I don't know. Now I got to think what two needs I had. I don't know which ones I have that I need to try to satisfy both. I got to think about that real quick. You do the same. All right, that's all the horoscopes I got for you today. I'll be back again to bring you more of the horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Michael Thompson tomorrow at 10 a.m. So be sure to tune in for that. Let's get on with this news. And I'm just going to start it off like this. Go Dogs. Yes, I watched the game last night, y'all. You know I watch football. I watched the game. It was a good game, too. I thought Alabama was going to come back because, you know, Alabama sneak up on you. We were at, for my nephew's birthday in November, we were at dinner. At Alabama, I said to my husband, we were watching the game. We were at a Hook and Reel in Snellville. And we were watching the game, and Alabama was down, right? And my husband was like, oh, it's over. I said, listen, it's not over until it's over. Literally, it was about a minute and something. We were walking out the door, and Alabama scored and won the game. It was literally like a minute. So, you know, when Alabama is down, you don't know if they're out yet. I knew it was over when that boy caught that interception and ran it back. Also, I said, oh, yeah, it's over. I was sitting in bed. My husband was asleep. I was like, oh, yeah, it's over now. Because they had the ball, and it was a chance for them to score and I think tie the score up at that point. Yeah, they could have scored and did a 2-point conversion and tied the score up, right? Because it was like 20, I think it was like 25. It would have been 25-24 or something like that. They were only down by 1 point, which is scary because had they scored and did the 2-point conversion, that would have tied up the score. And so I was like, oh my God, they're gonna score, they're gonna do a 2-point conversion, they're gonna tie it up, they're gonna go into overtime. Well, the quarterback, and I know he felt horrible, he threw an interception. When he threw that interception, I knew it was over. I said, game over. And I was in the bed talking to myself like, game over. That's it, game over. Because at that point, that put them down 13 or 14 points. And it was only like a few, like less than a minute left. I was like, nah, they can't come back and do two touchdowns in a minute. You know, like, I just can't see that happening. The quarterback for Georgia, he was just crying, y'all. He just cried. That kid was so elated. He just cried. And but listen, that was Georgia's first championship in 41 years. I can imagine they're gonna throw a big. Athens is gonna be on fire this weekend. I already know it. I know they probably gonna have a parade and everything. So congratulations to the Bulldogs. Y'all pull it out. Y'all beat Roll Tide. I swear, you know, you can't trust Alabama because Alabama will come back and sneak up on you. And I thought that's exactly going to happen. I thought they was going to sneak up because I've seen it done. I literally watched them sneak up on their opponent. So I thought that was going to happen last night because I was like, oh, God, they're going to score right now. Because they were driving the ball. And I was like, they're going to score. And then they're going to do a 2-point conversion. And then they're going to take that and it's going to tie up the score. And then it's going to go into overtime. This is what I was saying to myself. So I didn't go to bed. I think when I went to bed, it was 12 o'clock. Because I think the game was over like 11:46. So congratulations, Bulldogs. 41 years, y'all. Listen, you got to keep going no matter what your time. Now, I hope it don't take 41 years for real. But just in case it does, you know, it's always It's always a chance to come back. So I'm excited for them. I know that they're going to be. I know they're gonna have a celebration this weekend. Yep, right there in Athens. So that was a good thing. Um, so you know that they redrew the lines. The Republicans redrew the line, redistricting the map and everything. So now there's a bunch of lawsuits out there challenging the maps and the redistricting, and voting rights groups are suing Georgia over that because they said that the way they drew the maps, it leaves out minorities, pretty much black folks. It leaves them out of the voting in black communities. It leaves them out. They're not represented in the way they drew the maps, which I think is so unfair. But you know what? This has been going on forever. The Republican redrawn map shifts 45% of the 6th congressional district, about 355,000 residents from Democratic-leaning DeKalb and Fulton counties, out of the district and bringing about the same number of Republican-leaning Cherokee, Dawson, and Forsyth counties. So that means that certain cities in the state, they are predominantly Republican. So it's just a lot. But anyway, Lucy McBath, her district was one of the districts that got drawn out, and so she decided she was going to come over here and run against Carolyn Bordeaux. And then Don McLeod jumped in and said, well, I'm running against both of them. The problem is with Lucy, I just don't think she'll win. And a lot of people are kind of upset because they feel like she should fight for her seat. But she instead said, I'm not going to try to fight for a seat in a Republican district. I'm going to come over here to Gwinnett and fight in this district, and which I don't think she has a chance of winning. I really don't. I really don't think she has a chance of winning. So we're going to see how these lawsuits roll out and see exactly what's going to happen with her. So they're fighting. They got lawsuits going on, so they're fighting. All right, I'm going to go to a song. I'll be right back after this song to give you more of what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. Stay tuned.
We're on a journey, looking back on the things that we've taken for granted, but feels like we're learning to be better without what's been holding us back now. Let's move closer to a new history, find out what we can be together. Take my hand and we will conquer the world. This is our final chance. 'Cause one day we'll be looking back at this. We were in a big mess together. But we found a way to choose right from wrong. We found the strength to go on together. To go on together. Yeah. To go on together. To go on together. Moonlight and fire, dancing closely together and staying forever young. What about you and I then? Can we two find a way to align with each other? Let's move closer to a new history, find out what we can be together. Take my hand and we will conquer the world. This is our final chance. 'Cause one day we'll be looking back at this. We were in a big mess together. But we found a way to choose right from
Welcome back. It's your girl Audrey Bell Kearney giving you a daily rundown about what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. So every year the Ebony Society does the Martin Luther King Day celebration and parade, and a lot of people participate in that parade. But this year the parade is being canceled. And so they're saying that the reason they canceled it is because the King family wanted to cancel the event because of the voting rights and things that were going on. So the United Ebony Society said that there are two reasons for the cancellation of the parade, which is scheduled for January 17th. One of the reasons that the King family wants to focus on calls for voting rights legislation, and the other one is a surge in COVID-19, and it's out there. It's COVID is still out there floating around. I told you right now I'm stuffy, my ears itching, and it's freaky. And what's even more freakier is that I'm boosted. I got both of the vaccines and the booster, but apparently, you can still get it. You just won't get sick. And I don't know if it's a cold or if it's allergies. I don't know what it is. I guess the thing to do would be to go and get tested. So I'm not trying to be around anybody right now for real, but it's still out there, and so they're saying that they don't want to they want to focus on voting rights. They want to focus on the voting rights. They want to not put people in danger, all of that kind of stuff. So that was their decision to cancel. And I've been to a couple of the parades. I've actually volunteered at one of the events on Martin Luther King Day celebration, and so they're going to be doing something virtually though. And so they're going to be doing a vigil, actually. So the organization announced it will instead hold a candlelight prayer vigil for the passage of voting rights legislation from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. on January 17th. Now, I'm probably going to go to that. It's outside, so I don't feel like I'll be, I'll stand back. Because I need to take pictures and stuff and post this and talk about this. So they're going to be doing a vigil from 5 to 7 on January 17th at the Gwinnett Historic Courthouse, which is located on the Lawrenceville Square at 185 West Krogan Street in Lawrenceville. And this is going to take place on the 17th. So this is going to be in place of the parade. So there will be no Martin Luther MLK Day parade this coming January 17th, but there will be a vigil from 5 to 7 p.m. So if you want to participate in that, listen, stay socially distant out there, right? I might not even get out of my car. I might just show up to the event itself down on the square in Lawrenceville. So just be careful out there. You gotta respect the wishes of the family, and that's what they're trying to do. Okay, so Gwinnett will translate election materials into 4 Asian languages. Yes, everybody deserves a right. If you're a citizen, it's your right to you can have a vote. They say it will be soon a little easier for some of the Gwinnett County's diverse Asian American communities to participate in the most American exercises, voting. Yes, that's what we do. Well, that's what we're supposed to do anyway. Gwinnett commissioners last week approved a budget that includes funding for the long-awaited effort to translate sample ballots and voter outreach materials into 4 Asian languages. Yes, because we have a very diverse population here in Gwinnett County. Very, very diverse. It says 60,000 residents spoke Vietnamese, Korean, Mandarin, and Cantonese in their homes as of 2019 when they did the Census Bureau study. So right now they're going to have those ballots translated so that these people can be able to go and vote and cast their vote, and they don't have to try to figure out what's on the ballot because it's in their language. And I know some people would beg to differ, but we all live in America. We all have a right to vote. So whether you like it or not, I think is a very fair thing to do. So anyway, the commissioner said yes. Now they're gonna have we got Spanish, we got English. Now we're gonna have Asian, Korean, Mandarin, and Cantonese. So if you don't like it, oh well. So what? Keep it moving. All right. So listen, that's all I got for you today. I'm gonna go to my last song, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna give you my words of inspiration for the day. So stay tuned.
Come on over, let's pick up where we left off. You and I had lots of love just to top it off. We can wind it down for days, never let it stop. I just want your everything, baby. Maybe later we can dance, never let go. Listen to our favorite songs on the radio. Losing up and lose ourselves to this feeling, oh. I just want your everything, baby. I'll be deep under your influence tonight. Ooh, from your bottle, baby, calling it wasted love, wasted love. I can't get enough of my baby, I'ma be wasted love, wasted love. I'm spilling liquor on the carpet, on the couch, I feel it dripping from my mouth. Drinking from your bottle, baby, calling it wasted love, wasted love. I'll be deep under your influence tonight. Ooh, keep it coming, babe, I don't mind another round. Drinking from your bottle, baby, calling it wasted love, wasted love. I can't get enough of my baby, I'ma be wasted love, wasted love. I'm spilling liquor on the carpet, on the couch, I feel it dripping from my mouth. Drinking from your bottle, baby, calling it wasted love, wasted love.
Welcome back. So listen, guys, that's all I got for you today. But before I go, I want to give you my word of inspiration. And here goes. It says, setting goals is the first step in turning the invisible into the visible. Let me say that again. Setting goals is the first step in turning the invisible into the visible. Tony Robbins said that, and he was absolutely right. I know we're still in the first part of the year, the first month of the year, and a lot of people have set some resolutions. I would say set some goals. Like, I know you're going to resolve to do some things, but set some goals too. Like I told you at the beginning of the year, at the end of last year, the beginning of last year, my goal is to take my hyperlocal podcast, which is Gwinnett, Good Morning Gwinnett, and turn it into a global phenomenon. And the way to do that is to make sure that I provide great information, a great show, and a lot of awareness for that. That's a goal. And I know I have to do those things. What is the work that you have to do to make sure that you hit your goal? First, you got to set the goal. Then once you set the goal, you got to create an action plan for the goal. And then once you create the action plan for the goal, you got to take action on the action plan, right? You can't just set the goal, create the action plan, and don't do anything else. You have to take action. For me, it's all the things that I do. That's why I'm so excited about my NFT. The NFT has nothing to do with the show, right? It was inspired by the show, but it has nothing to do with the show. However, it is a gateway to where I'm going to take the show, if that makes sense. And when I tell y'all more about the NFT when I get ready to launch, it's going to launch on January 23rd, which is my granddaughter's birthday, so I'm excited about that. It has nothing to do with Good Morning Gwinnett. It was inspired because of Good Morning Gwinnett, but it's a gateway to helping me expand Good Morning Gwinnett, if that makes sense. So I'm excited about that. But I set a goal to expand Good Morning Gwinnett. I set a goal to have $1 million a year. Those were the goals I set. And so I believe that the plan that I have put into place, and now that I'm about to take action on that, will help me reach those goals. So you have to set the goal, create the action plan, and then take action. It's simple. I know it sounds too simple to be true, right? It is that simple. Set the goal, create the action plan, then implement the action plan. That's what you have to do. So listen, what is your action plan? What's your goal? And how will you do that? Thank you again for listening. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you spent the last 45 minutes with me, and I love and appreciate you for that. If you missed any episodes of this show, be sure to go to goodmorninggwinnett.com to listen to past episodes there. Also, follow me on Facebook at Good Morning Gwinnett. Follow me on Instagram at Good Morning Gwinnett. And follow me on the Twitter at Jim Gwinnett. If you listen to this show on Apple Podcasts, find your favorite 2 episodes, like, subscribe, and give me 5 stars. I will appreciate that as well. And share the show with your friends. I can't get to 1 million subscribers and downloads without your help. So you will be helping me tremendously if you share the show with your friends, download an episode every day, send a download episodes to your friend. All of those things are going to help me hit those numbers. All of the things that I'm asking you, and they're free. Here's the thing, y'all. Don't cost you anything but a second to hit a button. Hit a button, like a button, subscribe to us. All it takes. Don't take it. You don't have to leave your house. You don't got to get in your car. You don't even got to get on the Zoom. All you got to do is tap the button. Go download the app from the App Store. Good Morning Gwinnett. That is the name of the app. subscribe to the show, subscribe to the app, download the episode. All of those things are going to help me hit my goals, all of them. And I thank you so much for your help. I really, really do. And I love and appreciate you all. I can't see you all. I don't know where you are in the world, but I know you're listening because I see my numbers. And I love you for listening and tuning in to me ramble every day and talk about horoscopes and what's happening and all my stuff that I got going on. And today I can't breathe because my nose is stopped up. Thank you. I love you for that. I truly, truly do. And I wish one day that I could meet you. But until then, my friends, y'all stay safe out there. And I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m. God willing. And until next time, you know what it is. Make it a great day. Bye, y'all.
You've been listening to Good Morning Gwinnett. Make sure to tune in Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time to find out what's happening around Gwinnett. If you like this episode, subscribe now and share with your friends. To learn more about Noise Media Network, visit noisemedia.us.